Today, I'm testing two heated vests to see if paying big money for a name brand is worth it. Milwaukee is one of the biggest name brands in tools, and their heated gear line has been expanding rapidly. Milwaukee makes some pretty nice stuff, and they better because the only thing more premium than their tools is their pricing. Dewbu is a brand you probably haven't heard of, and they've been carving out a space in the heated apparel market, mostly on Amazon. And they come in at a cheaper price point than Milwaukee. Much cheaper. I'm going to give you an overview of the features of each vest and compare them against each other. Then, spec sheet aside, I'm going to tell you which vest actually performs better when it comes to keeping you warm. Both vests will be linked in the video description, so if you want more information, I've always got you covered. The battery on both of these vests is the power behind the whole operation, so let's start there. I was initially drawn to the Milwaukee heated vest because it uses Milwaukee's M12 batteries, which we all know and love. If you're a blue-collar guy in the trades or a Milwaukee Tools fanboy like I am, you've got plenty of these M12 batteries laying around already. The form factor is 3 battery cells arranged in a triangular pyramid, and while it works great sliding into the handle of a power tool, it's less than ideal when used to power clothing due to bulkiness, it not being very comfortable, and it kind of weighs a lot. The battery clips into an adapter that goes into its own dedicated pocket that has a pass-through design to give you a choice of discomfort. You can carry it on your back so that it digs into your kidneys when you sit down, or it can be in the way up in the front pocket area. If you can't tell, I'm not a very big fan of the M12 battery used for a clothing application. Now, the Milwaukee guys, or the Red Army as they are known, will speak up in the comment section and say things like, it's not that bad. And they're right, it's not. My point is more, it's not that good. Now, they do recharge pretty fast, and you've probably got a lot of them, so there's that at least. The Dewbu vest has its own battery, and it's a much flatter design that works better for a clothing application. It tucks into its own pocket on the inside of the vest and connects to the battery with a thin cable. No adapter needed. Both vests last about 3 hours on high, which is actually really decent. But the Dewbu has more heat zones, and I'm going to get into heating in just a second. Both vests look pretty good, and they seem to be made well, but there are some key differences that are worth mentioning. The Milwaukee vest is made of their ripstop fabric, and it wins hands down on durability. If you plan to do manual labor in your vest, this one's going to be hard to beat. However, the fit is somewhat square and boxy, and the vest is fairly thin overall. There's not a lot of insulation between the layers of fabric, and it just kind of lays flat on your body. It's definitely not form-fitted, and trying to get adjustment out of the bottom elastic can be kind of frustrating because it doesn't hold the adjustment very well. Kind of disappointing. But the disappointment doesn't stop there. No, check out the pockets. They went with snaps. Why would it be snaps? Zippers are way better at holding stuff in your pocket, and that's what they use on the jacket, so I'm not sure why they deviated from that design for the vest. Come on, Milwaukee! The Dewbu vest is a much more stylish option, and I know this because my wife told me so. Its construction is more of the padded, quilted, puffer vest look that you're more used to seeing. And the vest actually has some dimension to it, especially when looked at side to side compared to the Milwaukee. The Dewbu sits on the body a bit nicer, has a little more shape to it, and the bottom cinch actually works at holding the adjustment, unlike the Milwaukee with the weak clasp on the bottom. Oh, and the pockets have zippers. Imagine that. It's important to note that I wanted these vests to be base layers for my personal use, so I ordered them both in size medium so that they were tighter fitting to the body and I could wear things like hoodies and jackets over them. I highly recommend a tighter fit close to the body if you want the most out of your heated clothing. I saw on the Dewbu tag that in Asia this size is considered a large, but in America it's only a medium. Did my vest just call me fat? I can respect it. The Dewbu vest is made in China, while the Milwaukee vest is made by dairy farmers in Wisconsin. Psych! The Milwaukee vest is also made in China. Both vests feature a power button that is bright as hell at night and never turns off, which I strongly dislike. The only thing more annoying than the blindingly bright light is every person asking you about your heated vest. And they will ask you about it. I promise. I really wish that both of these vests had the power button that went dark after 30 seconds of inactivity, but they don't. It's pretty easy to pop a piece of tape over the buttons though if you want to go stealth mode. The Milwaukee takes a long press to power on and then singular presses to toggle through the different heat modes. And there's 3 of them, but I do recommend always being on high. The Dewbu is similar, but they use different colors to denote the different heating modes. Red is hottest, and green is the least hot, and I guess blue is the middle one, I guess. And that brings us to the main question of the video. Which vest gets hotter? Both vests can get very hot in the heat zone areas, and I verified this with a temp gauge, and I saw temps over 100 degrees. Nice and toasty. The Milwaukee Vest has 3 heat zones, 1 in the upper back and 2 in the front chest area. And they work okay-ish, but they are simply no match for the Dewbu with their 5 heating zones. The Dewbu gets way hotter, and it's not even really very close. It has 3 heating zones in the back alone, 1 giant one in the upper back shoulder area, and then 2 smaller ones on either side of the lower back area. And then up in front, each pocket has its own heating zone as well. That helps to heat your body and your hands if you need it. The Milwaukee Vest is a quality product, but it's expensive. It is durable though, and if you have a lot of M12 batteries, it might be a good option for you. The Dewbu, on the other hand, is way cheaper, looks better, and gets way hotter. I've made a few videos now about heated clothing, and you can click into the next one here. And if you like this video, think about subscribing to the channel. I've got more content like this coming soon.